here, go back and not come back for another year. Ladies and gentlemen, Happy New Year. Wait a minute. Happy New Year, Chinese New Year? Wasn't that like February 2nd? Why are you celebrating Chinese New Year now? It does not make sense. I'm saying, why not? My goodness, how many of us have delayed so many things that we're going to do as a community because of the pandemic? And I'm saying, are you going to let this microbe prevent us from celebrating something we've done annually? Well, why not celebrate now? Okay, I have a community here. Well, let's just say Happy Chinese New Year, the year of the tiger, or it is actually politically correct as saying Happy Lunar Year. All right, but forget all that stuff. What comes to how many of you have celebrated Chinese New Year before? Raise your hand. Yeah, okay. So what comes to your mind when you think of Chinese New Year? Anybody?
Lots of food, noodles.
Lots of food, dragon dances, dragon parades, right?
Days of celebration.
Yeah.
Firecrackers.
Firecrackers. Yeah.
Family. A lot of family members.
Absolutely.
Envelopes.
New moon, new life.
There you go. All of the above. All of the above. All right. So, for example, you have indeed celebrated. This is the year of the tiger, and you have got it. You know, we have dragons and parades, and we have firecracker, and then we have what did you say? You said we have like family dinners. You know, there's always food, and there is food, and there is food. Come on. This is an Asian celebration, all right, okay? And also, you have banners hanging everywhere, and you've seen these banners before, okay? So you're here to learn like Chinese New Year 101. Oh, I've even got the words to go with. Gong, we all say together, yeah, it means wish. Hei means happiness. Fa means bursting, you know, overflowing. And choi means prosperity. Woo! All right. So those are things that we are thinking about with Chinese New Year. Now today, I'm going to have you learn like Chinese New Year 101, because there are a lot of things that you might not even know as part of the tradition. All right, there's so many. I'm just going to name a couple of them, right? The main ones that I had to celebrate. First thing about is that mandatory New Year's Eve meal. That New Year's Eve, you heard the word mandatory, and you also heard the word Eve, okay? It's gotta be New Year's Eve. I mean, we also celebrate the New Year's Eve here, don't we? You know, the parties and the days of New Year's Eve. So mandatory New Year's Eve, but the second thing is that meal has to be vegetarian. Did you know that? No, that New Year's Eve dinner has to be vegetarian. Now, what else do you need? Red, okay? I saw Marilyn's got the memo, okay? And Revi Evie does. So come on, you know, who else didn't get the memo? Okay, Karen's got the memo. So it's very important. I have red hanging everywhere, you see? And then we have affirmations there. For example, you heard that the word hey means happiness, you know, and sometimes you want two of them. Whoa, hey, you know, that means double happiness. We don't want just one happiness, we want double. I'm going to make things a little bit historically corrected. They used to have the double happiness for married wedding couples. Don't you think everybody deserves happiness, not just married couple? Nod your head if it's true. And if you're happily married, wow. But if you're not, I still wish you not only happiness, but double happiness. Okay. So speaking of happiness, we do have what we call the happy money. Wow. All right. That's one way to prepare for Chinese New Year. You have to have these red envelopes, right? Red envelope etiquette. If you are going to give a red envelope, you cannot just give one because you want to never wish anybody to be alone. You need to have at least two. That's what you do, okay? Right. And if you're only to give $1 in it, you better give two, so it's $2. $2, okay? But if you don't want to get one, spend the money to get two envelopes, you could get one envelope, but you better get $2 in them. $2, you see? So a lot of things are auspicious. You know, they're gestures. Don't you wish someone is never alone? Yeah. So that is part of it, okay? Now, we also need to have what they call noisemakers. Yeah, you gotta have firecrackers or whatever to celebrate. So red envelopes, noisemaker, red everywhere. You need to wear red. Come on, go Niners. Oh, okay. All right, whatever. Red. Okay. Now, those are the tradition. And people will say, well, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? I will dare to say that a lot of Asians don't even know why we do all these things. I used to ask my parents, why are we having the New Year's Eve dinner, and why is it mandatory? I got a hot date, and you go, whoa, Super Bowl. Nope. We don't care if you have a hot date. We don't care if it's Super Bowl. Every family member must be at that meal. Whoa. When I say why? You know what the parents would say? Traditions, right? Tradition. So when my kids ask me, why? I just did a little research. And I found out that there is actually a tale behind all these traditions. And today, I'm going to share it with you. But before I talk about this tale, before I tell this tale, I have to take this red joyous jacket off because, my friend, it is a very dark tale. Yes? Once upon a time, 4,719 years ago to be exact, China was a big country, but it had very few people. Whoa, not like it is today with billions of people. No, there were not that many people. Well, there are several reasons. Number one, the land itself is only 10% arable. It's barren. Secondly, we have famine, floods, primitive farming instrument. But legend has it that the biggest killer of all was this beast called Nian. Yeah, that's what his name. Nian. All right. Legend has it that this beast is like, whoa. It's got like the snout of the shape of a horse. It's got fangs coming out like snake. It's got these bulgy, bloody eyes protruding out of cavernous socket, and it's got scales like metal plates up and down its whole body, and it's got a tail that whips around with amazing accuracy, and talons at the end of muscular arms. Whoa, pretty scary. Now, some of you are skeptical, go, well, that sounds like a mythical creature. I don't believe that's the case. Just in case, some of you, there were ferocious predators, weren't there? Yeah, it could be lions and tigers and bears. Oh, no, hyenas and wolves, But everywhere you go, it didn't matter what the tales are. The common thing that happened through all these tales is the carnage that was left behind. Oh, devastating stories about, beasts and human beings, farm animals eaten, devoured, mauled. It was so sad year after year after year. So finally, some wise village from the town of College Heights said, enough of this. Are we humans not superior to the beasts? We got brains, we could think, we could figure things out. Why are we volunteering to be like this human sacrifice year after year after year? All right, villagers, we're all gathering. Ideas, huh? Ideas? I'll give you a couple things. It's good news. This beast hibernates. Yeah, you've seen that. For a whole year, it's just hibernating. But right around this time, right around the end of the year, is when it comes out, emaciated, starving, but it still has astronomical power. All right. So we're all in a huddle now. Come on, Marilyn, come up with some ideas. Lisa, how are we going to do that? College Heights mission. You just say, well, one of you say, it's an animal after all. Oh, what are animals afraid of? Yeah, loud noises. Oh, all right, villagers, get ready for the beast to come. Get your instrument loud. Your pots and pans. Oh, because firecrackers was not invented at this time. You see, whatever is your noisemaker. I've got my pots and pans. I've got it ready. And then somebody says, animals are really agitated by the color red. Yeah. So we should wear red, or we should have red hanging everywhere. Like the matador. Whoa, 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 whoa. Red everywhere to agitate, And then some little boy says, well, why don't we just feed the beast with some vegetable, maybe sort of wean it away from being carnivorous, make it omnivorous, but preferably herbivorous. Yeah, so you go and get your bok choy, your cauliflower, your broccoli, sorry, Bush, broccoli is a vegetable, you see, yeah. And you have your carrots. Ooh, this is good. Okay, so yeah, you all got the memo. Right around this time when this beast comes out, you better prepare your vegetable, your noisemakers, your red shirts, your red banners hanging everywhere, But more important is you all have to gather around the New Year's Eve time, because we may need to have a head count, you see. So the tradition in Chinese New Year is that everybody must gather on the New Year's Eve, because that might be your last supper. Yeah, if our plans does not work, same sad story every year, because the day after, on New Year's Day, you're supposed to go out and visit all your relatives and your friends. Usually it's to do a head count. Oh, Uncle John, where's Uncle John? Aunt Mary, what happened to them? But more important is before that beast comes, we all gather. And you know what? Animals have a keen sense of smell. So why don't we not have any slaughter of animals at that time? Does that make sense? Oh, that keen smell. Oh, keen smell. That animal will smell blood miles away. So why don't we just stay vegetarian for those meals? Okay, so we'll figure out all kinds of stuff. All right, you got our plan. Huddle, noisemaker, vegetarian meal, vegetables out there, wear your red. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, all of you, go grab your instruments, put on your red, get your bok choy, because now what do you think is going to be coming? Oh, it's New Year's Eve. And what do I have in store for me? Yeah. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Bang, 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 bang. Ah! Vegetable, eat this instead. Eat this instead. Eat this instead. How about a little carrot? How about a little carrot? Woo! And the red. Woo! Get out of here. Get out of here. Woo! Stay away. Another year. Ooh, wow. This beast went from village to village, from San Jose to Santa Clara to San Mateo. Everywhere that beast went, it was either the color red or the north, because we shared this information with the other one. Now, some of you didn't want to share with Oakland, or Santa Clara. You say too many Democrats there, too many Republicans there. This information, everybody gets to share. Everybody deserves to have safety and intelligence and solutions to it. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is now the end of New Year's Eve, and the next day, when I come out and I notice, wow, Grace, you're still here. I was hoping to eat you. Oh, yum, 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 yum. Wow. And my goodness, Polly, you would have made a good snack too, but you're still here. So relieved. So because when I'm looking around and looking at you, I'm so happy. And on New Year's Day, I get to put on my red shirt again. You know why? Because now I'm celebrating. Now I have reasons to celebrate. It is a joyous time, isn't it? I have every reason to celebrate. So what I want to say to all of you is that, do you have reasons to celebrate in this pandemic time? I'll tell you a couple reasons. You're alive, you are well, you have food, you have intelligence, and you have community. You have community. This is a reason why I say Chinese New Year, don't let it just go away. Don't just say, because that message absolutely has to be year round, don't you think? Yeah. All right. Back to you and Happy New Year. Woo-hoo! All right. You have your reasons. Let me hear them. Why you like the message, or are you bah humbug?